Welcome to Chapter 9 of Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Lesson 53 on Subject-Verb Agreement. Here's the whole idea in one line. A verb must match its subject. If the subject names one thing, the verb has to be the singular form. If it names more than one, the verb has to be the plural form. Let's see exactly how that works. Here's the core rule. A verb must agree with its subject in number. That's a fancy way of saying they have to match. A singular subject, one thing, takes a singular verb. A plural subject, more than one, takes a plural verb. Number just means singular or plural, and the two sides have to agree. Now here's the twist that surprises people. In the present tense, it's the singular verb that adds the S. She runs. He jumps. One person, and the verb gains an S on the end. But the plural verb has no S. They run. We jump. That's the opposite of nouns, where the S makes things plural. With verbs, the S marks the singular. So watch that ending. The agree arrow links the subject to its verb, and the S on runs tells you it's singular. The verb be is the one you'll see most, so learn it cold. The singular forms are is and was. The gate is stuck. The bus was late. The plural forms are and were. The gates are stuck. The buses were late. One thing gets is or was. More than one gets are or were. The same rule, agree in number, just with the trickiest little verb in English. One heads up before we practice. The words I and you always take the plural form of the verb, even though they often mean just one person. We say I jog, not I jogs. You run, not you runs. And with be, it's I am, you are, you were. So treat I and you like a plural for agreement. Keep that in your back pocket. Now let's try a few. In this first set, find the subject, decide if it's singular or one, or plural, more than one. Then pick the verb that agrees. Remember, in the present tense, the singular verb adds the S. Pause and try each one before I answer. Goats blank milk at the dairy farm. The subject is goats, more than one, so it's plural. A plural subject takes the plural verb, the one with no S. That's produce, not produces. So the answer is produce. This airplane blank to Denver. The subject is airplane, just one, so it's singular. A singular subject in the present tense takes the verb with the S. That's flies, not fly. So the answer is flies. These lamps blank not work. The subject is lamps, more than one, so it's plural. Even the helping verb has to agree. The plural form is do, and the singular form is does. Since lamps is plural, we want do. So the answer is do. 3 more. Same plan. Find the subject, decide singular or plural, then pick the matching verb. Watch for the verb be, and remember I and you take the plural form. Pause and try each one. 300 people blank in the audience. The subject is people, clearly more than one, so it's plural. With the verb be, the plural past form is were, and the singular is was. People is plural, so we need were. So the answer is were. You and I blank for the same position. You and I together is more than one person, so the subject is plural. A plural subject takes the verb with no S. That's train, not trains. So the answer is train. This jug blank 1 gallon of liquid. The subject is jug, just one, so it's singular. In the present tense, a singular subject takes the verb with the S. That's holds, not hold. So the answer is holds. Let's wrap up. A verb must agree with its subject in number. A singular subject, one thing, takes a singular verb. A plural subject, more than one, takes a plural verb. The twist to remember is that in the present tense, the singular verb adds the S, while the plural verb drops it, the opposite of nouns. For the verb be, use is or was for one, are or were for many. And keep in mind that I and you always take the plural form. Find the subject, count it, and make the verb agree. Great work!